Hello everybody and welcome to the 16th round of the ARCSOA Elite Series Championship here at the Golden State Motorsports Park. The Golden State Motorsports Park is an incredibly high-speed road course located in Los Gatos, California. And this begins what is a lot of people are calling the road course leg of the championship, where out of the next 7 races, 6 of them are on road courses. These are also, the next 3 races are all taking place somewhere in the northern regions of California, around the San Francisco-San Jose area. Of course, we're in San Jose kind of right now. We go up to Sonoma, which is north of San Francisco, and then we go back down, right even closer to San Francisco, to Mill Valley for a race down there over the next 3 weekends. So teams are kind of setting up temporary shop here in Mill Valley, up here in San Francisco, California area. On the screen, you will see that there will be a number of cars that did not qualify for this event. They will be kind of running up on the screen right now. These are the drivers who missed pre-qualifying. As you know, that there are a lot more drivers that have all participated in that have decided to go for the rest of the season this year. Try and go for that ARCSOA Elite Series funding money, because if you finish in the top 10 in Constructor Standings at the end of the schedule, or at the end of the season, you get full prize funding. You get 50% if you're in the top 20, and you get nothing if you're below that. So kind of an uneven financial structure that ARCSOA is awarding team funding by, but with that being said, I guess teams just have to live with that for right now as well. With that being said, let's take a look at your starting grid going forward here, as you can see some very interesting people like Julius Castro, the American 700 winner, did not qualify for this race, and you'll see who some of the drivers are that did qualify. Starting from the rear of the grid, we have Jared Vershegen. Vershegen and Ryan Matthews crashed in qualifying, and therefore would have to start at the rear of the field. Not what you need if you're back here. Jesse Turner at the Fordale Enterprises car. Fordale is known for their oval racing ability, so it doesn't surprise me that they're this far down the order. Quinn Kelly in the 34 car. Both the Landry cars made the grid today. Kind of surprising, but didn't qualify very well. And still, the top 25 get points, so there's no set guarantee for starting. Zachary Fitzwater and Caitlin Tannerhill are on the grid. I don't know if Holiday actually qualified either. Gretchen Faust, somebody high up in the championship standings, didn't qualify very well. And Lance Calvin down there as well with Mika Miyazaki. And this would be Sean Ard on the grid as well, as we're going to kind of go through the order this way, I think, a little bit here. Makes it a little bit easier for us. Oh, wait, this isn't even the order. Here is Allison Holiday, made the grid there, and Aiden Shepard also on the grid. Holiday, it's a good day for Mid-Atlantic Motorsports. Ty Silverspoon, the only ARCSOA America on the grid. Austin did not qualify. He just barely missed it. And Cody Lamas didn't qualify very well either today. His teammate, Vince Freeze, their second in Constructor Standings, didn't qualify well. And Austin Sanders in the Tesla and Carol Abbott didn't qualify as great as they would have wanted either. Ingrid Hadeland had to go through pre-qualifying. The Hadeland Sport teams did. They made it through fairly convincingly, but you got to be real careful that you're not getting into too much trouble if you're Ingrid Hadeland and that team in pre-qualifying, because they're quite a ways outside of it. And Samet Ozkin in the Caspian Racing Team car, also on the outside looking in. Teammate Jameson Moore didn't make it either. Jameson Moore is an ARCSOA Light Series driver. No relation to who's starting next to Ozkin on the grid. Ethan Moore either. Eric Monaco and Noah Hart are on the grid. It was great to see Honda actually do something. And Ethan Kiterman, the only MDR on the grid, as the Sevar Ilkin car did not qualify for this race. Had some issues in pre-qualifying. Tyler Thaber and Rich Roy are on the grid. Thaber wants to extend Toyota's Constructors' Championship lead. Ayapo Anselmi, the Darlington winner, alongside of Roy. Pip Longstocking and Bobby Jones on the grid. Bradley Automotive did get into the championship. However, the only car to be room of doomed was Dane Bradley, so they didn't have as near as big of a constructor's point lead as we would have thought they did. And Daniel Bouchard, and this is Joshua Michaels on the grid in the Michelson car. Zayden Davidson and Bethany Woodard on the grid with Takumi Hirano and Sean Perkins. Team Thunder is looking very strong as of late with DJ Curtis and Nick Pericles on the grid. Anthony Griffith proving that Team Thunder they got in through pre-qualifying. They're going to be fun to watch, I think. Dylan Speeds, Carter Fitzgerald, Greg Woodard, and Russ Pliskin round out the top 42 drivers to make the field here at the Golden State Motorsports Park. And we are green here at the Golden State Motorsports Park. It's been a great start by Russ Pliskin. Bad start by Dylan Speeds. Down towards turn number 1 they go. Here we go. We are green flag here around this track. So far, so good. Bad start by Vershegen towards the back. The back did not get going there. Here comes Woodard on the outside here. Around this track here in Los Gatos, California. Down towards this turn down here, and we're going to kind of get into a really high-speed section of the course here. Anthony Griffith looking for his first win with Carter Fitzgerald back there as well. Oh, so careful racing here as, Woodard is trying to fight here. Get that spot on the grid. Down the field they go. Here is Russ Pliskin blasting his way through this backstretch here. Curved backstretch down towards. This is a very difficult corner here. An accident here could be big issues down here. So far, I think everybody is good. No contact so far in this race. And Russ Pliskin does take a decisive lead there. Anthony Griffith does get third over Carter Fitzgerald there. Whoa, we had a car throwing a block there. That was DJ Curtis. Ford Performance Technology really improving here now that they put William Brock in the car. Ford had a really good run here at Los Gatos. Around the track they go. It looks like Woodard is going to get the spot, though. Onto the front straightaway they go. Greg Woodard and Russ Pliskin are duking it out here. And it's going to be Woodard leading the first lap here. There was one incident on the first lap of this race. This is, Ty Silverspoon goes wide there. Gets into Austin Sanders and Cody Lamas gets a piece. And that sends Ard off the road. Ty Silverspoon with a big contact there. And Ard is going to be out of the race there. I can tell immediately. We're on board with Austin Sanders now. You're going to see Silverspoon goes wide here. And this is an area of track that we were very concerned about here. And around they go. Off into the dirt goes Sean Ard. You'll see Ard didn't have a whole lot of places to go here. You'll see there's Silverspoon going off the road here. Up the track they go, and that's where Ard and Cody Lamas get a big piece of contact there. Off the road they go. Tough break for Ard. Incident on lap number 2 as Rich Roy pushes up into Bobby Jones. They go off the road, and Jones is the big issue there. He would fly himself way off the road there and have to rejoin very slowly there. There's Jared Vershegen, who hasn't looked the strongest this weekend. Maybe he's more of an oval driver than road course racer. But that's problems for Bobby Jones. Almost a big accident here with debutante Quinn Kelly getting into Gretchen Faust. They go running off the road here, getting back on the track. Not what they wanted to do there. Tough break for both those two drivers. Another driver that got into contact with the Austin Sanders wreck was Ingrid Hadeland. We kind of missed that little piece of it, but she was involved in the middle of that. And Hadeland does not have a hood right now, battling with Cody Lamas, who also is quite slow out there. This isn't the race that DNC really wanted. Even though DNC does have two very good road course racers, this isn't the race that they wanted right now. Meanwhile, the racing action has been wild up at the front of the field here. Not really with the leading two, but the battle for third has been Carter Fitzgerald and Anthony Griffith would get by, or actually Carter Fitzgerald right now would just get by Dylan Speeds, and eventually Anthony Griffith would as well here. But Dylan Speeds has a very quick car, and this battle for third is very strong here. This is one of the more nicer facilities that ARCSOA has gone to. The drivers have said that this track's facilities are some of the best in the entire series, so great to hear that from some of the drivers, that they really like this track. And right now you're seeing Dylan Speeds has gotten back by Carter Fitzgerald, and you're seeing that there's a battle for fourth heating up now between Joshua Michaels, who is doing an amazing job for the Michelson team, Carter Fitzgerald and Anthony Griffith there. They're all fighting for fourth there. Meanwhile, the two leaders of Pliskin and Woodard are kind of escaping off into the wild blue yonder. Up ahead, DJ Curtis a little further back. He needs as many points as he can get his hands on. Michaels goes by Fitzgerald now, but with how competitive this has been, it would not surprise me if this is not over yet. Here comes Michaels on the inside now of the 4-car of Anthony Griffith now. Down low. Ooh, a little bit of contact there with Anthony Griffith. Be careful you're not getting into too much issues there. Don't want to do that. But luckily, these drivers and teams are all very experienced here. These drivers are all very experienced in knowing what they are capable of getting away with. Because of that battle, though, Dylan Speeds is starting to run away with third. Hasn't been a great day for the Toyota Brigade. We right now have the 80 car in 18th position, and you have also Ethan Moore running all the way down in 27th. Toyota's points lead is in, Constructors' points lead is in jeopardy here. Of course, being the Constructors' Championship winner is quite a fun little thing there. Is, ooh, a little further up the track, we got Kiterman and Anselmi doing battle. Kiterman's actually clawed his way up a number of positions here. Great to see that. As, oh, we got some beating and banging there between Oskin and Longstocking. And that should be something fun to watch as we keep going. Meanwhile, at the same time, we have Davidson, Griffin, Longstocking, Bethany Woodard, and Vince Freeze all duking it out here. Ethan Kiterman's also getting up there as well. This track is incredibly racy, and that is something we really like to see around this track because we don't really get to see it that often. A lot of raciness on road courses. Who needs a gimmicky super speedway for this type of racing? This is fantastic showing stuff here in the midfield. Meanwhile, at the front of the field, Greg Woodard leads over Russ Pliskin here, and Pliskin has been very much closing in on the braking zones here. Pliskin gained quite a lot there, just being later on the brakes than Woodard. Woodard, of course, has won a race so far this year. Pliskin has not. Pliskin was probably going to win Provo, another very similar style of track, high-speed road course to this one. And oh, wow, look at who's taken up 4th position. That's Joshua Michaels. They're actually chasing down the 27 car there in 3rd. The Michelson team did not look very strong in the American 700. I mean, they were competing, to say the least, but we weren't expecting Michelson to take off as strong as they were. This is a good showing. More problems for Ingrid Hadeland as the 51 car would give up the ghost on her. It's been a miserable day for her. Her teammate is luckily up in 3rd, but this is not a good showing for Ingrid Hadeland. Tough break. Michaels now has caught Dylan Speeds for 3rd position. Michaels is the fastest car on track right now. But with how this race has been raciness-wise, I would not be so certain that this is going to be a guaranteed move. Racing action is, all half about defending as it is passing, so you're seeing some very, very good defense here by Dylan Speeds, which is what Speeds kind of needs to do at this point, because he's hoping that in front there's going to be some incidents up front that might cost him, as he's doing a good job defending against a faster car. Oh, Lance Calvin has issues right now. Looks like Calvin's got a mechanical problem. Oh, Ryan Matthews hit him there, sideswiped him there. Oh, Holiday clobbers him. Holiday clobbers him. Carol Abbott's involved as well. That's not what you want to see at this stage. Oh, dear, that's a big incident. We are on board with Allison Holiday there. You can see the car right there. And well, that was just silly. That was just very silly by Allison Holiday, running right into the back of Calvin there. Joshua Michaels would make a move on the inside of Dylan Speeds. This is the type of thing. This is a good move. I think it caught Speeds off guard there entering those first couple of corners because of how fast they are. And around they go. That is the 6 car taking the spot there. Ooh, looks like we've got Takumi Hirano and Carter Fitzgerald doing battle. Fitzgerald's kind of tumbled down the order since the start of this race, and well, doing a Ryan Matthews impression I can see here. And now here comes Sam at Oskin trying to get by as well. Oh, we got Pliskin breaking down. Oh, no. Russ Pliskin has broken down the 24 car. And, oh, Perkins is in it. Oh, Pliskin's upside down. We got a big incident there. Noah Hart's in it. The 11 of Ryan Griffin's in it. That was a really bad spot there. We got a couple of really hard hits there. And this is what happened here. Pliskin breaks down. As you get going, what is Pliskin doing there? Oh, luckily that was I think that was a passenger side impact there that Anselmi on Pliskin. Oh dear. And it was still a very violent incident there. Luckily it was passenger side, but I don't know what Pliskin was thinking there, turning down the track there. We're unsure of the medical condition of Russ Pliskin, but we do hope he will be all right. Point leader Noah Hart was involved in this incident as well. This isn't what we want to see. Is this type of accident take place here? Hart took a big hit there into the wall there, but luckily Hart was able to drive it away. Perkins wasn't so lucky. We're on board with Sean Perkins, and by now, oh, well, there you see the... To be fair, that one's all on Pliskin, just not paying attention, just not being decisive where he was supposed to go. And Perkins really had nowhere to go. This was a big hit here for Ryan Griffin here. You're going to see there's a bunch of cars slowing down here. Anselmi, I'm unsure about the medical condition of Anselmi either. And actually, Pliskin did take a hard driver's side hit there from Griffin. We're unsure of the medical condition of Anselmi. I think for precaution, they sent them both to a local hospital here, just outside of, around here in Los Gatos. That was a big incident. And Noah Hart's car has been conking out here, trying to get it back to the pits safely. And at this point, just pull it off to the side there, Noah. You're not going to be getting anything too impressive out of this race, so... Tough break for Noah Hart. He had nothing to do with that incident there. He just kind of had nowhere to go, really. Because of that incident with Pliskin, Greg Woodard's got a pretty nice lead right now over Joshua Michaels and Dylan Speeds here. Thing is, with the Lycoyas they're very fast. Don't get me wrong, they're very, very fast, these cars are, but they're very inconsistent, and that's why they're not at the top of the Constructor Standings right now. Noah Hart finally does get it back to the pits, but we were not expecting an incident that large here at Los Gatos, to say the least, but I think if the Lycoya Brigade brings up their consistency a bit, they've been dominant on the road courses for the most part, and this is what we need to see out of them more often. Battle heating up here for fifth place between Sam at Oskin and the 4 car of Anthony Griffith. Oskin in the Caspian car does take the spot there, which we're kind of surprised that the Oskin car is doing as strong as it is, considering that this is a new full-time team, the Caspian Racing team. Teammate is Jamison Moore, who did not qualify for the event. Again, though, this is a very, very tough race here so far here in at the Golden State Motorsports Park. Meanwhile, while all this calamity is going on here, DJ Curtis is short pitting. I'm interested to see how this is going to play out here. This pit strategy call is going to play out here with the 7 car short pitting. And I don't believe he's taking any tires either. William Brock is now all over the rear bumper of Anthony Griffith now. And Griffith is going to be... Griffith has been falling down the order quite quickly here. And again, this is not what we want to see from the Bouchard-Griffith campus. Oh, here comes Bouchard, or I'm sorry, Brock now. I kept wanting to say Bouchard there. Down low he goes. Good move here by William Brock. It's nice to see the 17 car with somebody competent driving it, because Bouchard, quite frankly, was not doing the job. I'm wondering if there's a big issue with the 4 car, because he's just lost a spot to the 26. He's lost 9th and is probably going to lose another spot here to Vince Freeze here. There might be something wrong with the 4 car. Oh, but he's trying to get a spot back here on Longstocking. And actually might get that spot quite easily there. It looks like Longstocking was not prepared for that move there. and Griffith caught him off guard, and that's what you got to do. Griffith, of course, had a breakout race at the American 700, and that's exactly what kind of catching people off guard is exactly what you got to do when you're racing in this series, at least on road courses, that is. Slowly but surely, the 6 and the 27 are reeling in the 96, though, but the 96, it's not nearly as much as you'd think. It's only maybe about a tenth a lap. So the 6 really has to start closing in quickly if they want any shot at this. Ooh, we might have had another incident down there. Hold on, we might need to take a look there. And the incident that we had brought up was just remnants of the Pliskin incident there. Actually, it looks so like though Michaels is falling off here. It looks like Michaels might be... Oh, I thought Michaels might be pitting here, but Michaels had a really bad lap and Speeds is closing in. Hirano is in 4th with 5th being Oskin, so Michaels and Oskin out of nowhere up the order here. Vince Freeze slowly but surely climbing up the order as well here over Pliskin, Griffith, and Davidson there. Catalan is, of course, a lap down. Bethany Woodard is down in 11th. Monaco so far is in 12th, I believe. Yep, in 12th. 13th, Ryan Matthews climbing up from the back of the grid into the points. He's doing the opposite of what he normally does. He's been very fast here. One of the fastest cars on track so far at this stage of the race. Oh, we got DJ Curtis with problems. Curtis, on his alternate pit strategy, was going to look to try and do a 2-stopper. Oh, and Kiterman hits him! That was a rather silly incident there. They would push, Curtis would be able to get his car behind the wall, though, and get a tow back to the pits. Dylan Speeds would short pit before the 6 or the 96 would. It seems like the 96 is better than the either the 27 or the 6s on older tires. And now we've got this pit strategy call here. Oh, Matthews coming in. Matthews is doing a really good job in this race. I think I said that in the last clip I did. But Matthews is doing a really good job clawing his way back up through the field. This is the kind of racing he needs here. But points-wise, Bradley, I think, is having a pretty poor day, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see. Bradley, where's the 29 car? I forget where the 29 is. Let's take a look. Yeah, he's down in 27th. Oh, yeah, he was involved in an accident, I think, earlier. Not doing well for the Bradley team. And this is where some of these lower points teams need to start performing a little better here, as these cars are almost 5 seconds off the pace here, and they're trying some really wacky pit strategies. So I'm thinking the 27 is going to be incredibly fast here and fighting for this victory right now. Dylan Speeds will be. And here comes the 6 and the 96 down pit road. Hirano is staying out, though. Maybe going to try and lead a lap here as Hirano blasts by. And we're going to see where is Dylan Speeds in comparison to the 96 car. Down the front stretch they go. Everybody's bringing it down pit road here. And Dylan Speeds, the winner of Atlanta. Michaels, and here comes Woodard out of the pits. There goes Speeds. So Dylan Speeds has taken over the lead of this race here. And here we go now. Can Woodard catch Dylan Speeds is a big question now. William Brock here, who pitted early, also up to 4th place, fighting with Michaels now. And Vince Freeze also pitted with Brock as well. The whole order's been turned upside down by the pit stop strategy. The cars that pitted earlier really got a big benefit there. Bump and run by the 4 there on the 95. Great move by Anthony Griffith. Anthony Griffith would throw it off the road here on lap 22 and actually lose the spot to long stocking, I think, in the process. Griffith was a little aggressive there, if you might ask myself there. Bit aggressive there by Anthony Griffith. And in the same corner, Greg Woodard from 2nd would throw it off the road. And that would give the spot back, I think, here to Takumi Hirano there. And then, but this incident happened even earlier. This was William Brock, who was running for 3rd, for 2nd, turning Woodard off the road here. And that's how we got back that far in the first place. So Woodard's race has gone from perfect to absolute nightmare. in about a lap. Dylan Speeds would get held up here by DJ Curtis and would have to pass on the outside here to get around Curtis. Don't want to do that too often as Curtis does bring it down pit road. This is actually going to help Curtis's teammates, surprisingly enough. William Brock, I wonder if there was a little bit of team orders there by Ford to have William Brock start filing up the order here. Ethan Moore also with issues, I can see. We're going to have to take a look and see what happened there. Carter Fitzgerald on pit road. Oh, we got a lot of dirt down in turn 1. Somebody went off down there. Here it is. Moore would have a mechanical problem, and that's his teammate throwing him off the road. They would both go into the wall. Yeah, and they would both go into the wall here. Woo, big incident there. Austin Sanders' Tesla would have a battery fire and then would have to fall out of the race as well. He's been at a miserable day himself, so tough break for the Sanders team. And he would have to pull off to the side of the road. Again, tough break. It's become clear exactly what Ryan Matthews is doing here. Ryan Matthews was running very high in the running order at this point, but then would pit to try and get a, he's on a 2-stop strategy here, which would put him back down the order again here. Again, gotta be careful here, Ryan. You gotta get as many points as you can get, and that's a risky strategy being this far back. Zachary Fitzwater all the way down in 22nd position in the points for once, would throw it off the road and spin it out. Luckily, I don't think he'd actually lose many spots here. Oh, Fitzgerald's off in the back too. She saw the slowdown there and went off the road herself there. That was a little bit of a sad incident there. Battle for seconds heating up between William Brock and Joshua Michaels here. These two drivers should be interesting to see as this keeps going because I have not seen these two really do much battling here, and they're actually losing ground in lap traffic to the Dylan Speeds car. Mika Misaki, who's one position outside of the points, would, like a lot of people, just throw it kind of off the road here and bring it back on track. That's kind of a mistake there by Misaki. Battle for seconds now heating up between William Brock and Joshua Michaels here. They are holding each other very, very much astute with one another. Down the back stretch, or down these sections of corners they go, it looks like they're pretty evenly distributed, but it looks like Brock is going to hold the spot there. And Misaki has held up Brock now. Tanner Hill's off the road. And now we're going to see, can the 6 make a move here? Finally, Brock makes a move on the inside of Misaki there, but backs way out because Misaki's all over the road there. And around the track goes. Again, just very close quarters racing there at the front of the field here as they go up the hill on the back side of the track. Got to be careful if you're Michaels now to try and get that second spot because Dylan Speeds is running away right now. Oh, we got Misaki off the road. Misaki spins it and gets back going again. Luckily, no one around her. However, Dylan Speeds would pit the car here. Is this scheduled is a good question. Doesn't appear to be. Maybe it is scheduled. Yes, it is, because the 17 is in as well. Meanwhile, where's the 6? For a splash of fuel. Oh, we got an accident. Carter Fitzgerald's in trouble. Where'd the 6 go? 6 is leading this race. Will the 6 have to pit? Yes, something happened with Carter Fitzgerald here. Just way overcooked it down here. Oh, that's a bad wall placement there, but Fitzgerald would wreck the car down there, and that would end her day. It wasn't going great, 22nd on the grid, but meanwhile, the 6 is leading this event at this stage. Joshua Michaels ran the American 700 this year, but didn't do much in it. Oh, we had another incident down there. We'll have to take a look and see what happened there, but Michaels looks like he is going to pit, so this is all scheduled stops. I'm surprised they just didn't know that the fuel wasn't going to last that long. Down to the pit lane they come. So now the big question is, there's Dylan Speeds. Woodard, I believe, still needs to pit. And I believe Speeds is going to have a nice big lead. Jesse Turner's had a very quiet day for Fordale Enterprises. I don't believe his teammate... Oh, Fitzwater in the wall again. His teammate Harley Fordale didn't even qualify for the race. The only Fordale car to make it, and there's Fitzgerald going very slow out there. But great to see Jesse Turner doing a good job here. And the battle for second is going to heat up once again here after pit stops here. Michaels and Brock are duking it out now. However, Brock would make a critical mistake here and lose second position by going off the road and clobbering the wall. And that puts Joshua Michaels up into second position for the Michelson team. And here comes Dylan Speeds up to lap Miyazaki now, with only a couple of laps to go. And oh, Speeds is going to turn Miyazaki there. Don't get in the lead lap car's way. That's the only thing I can say. Don't do it. Meanwhile, with only a handful of laps to go, Joshua Michaels has really struggled with Bobby Jones there. Brock is off the road trying to hold on. And I don't think this is going to work for William Brock. He does slow it way down, but where's Pip Longstocking? And that just solidified Brock not getting second there. Longstocking's a long way back, but that's it for William Brock's chances at second, I think. Unless if Dylan Speeds has issues with more lap cars, which he has been having today. It is now coming to the white flag for Dylan Speeds to possibly take this victory now. Dylan Speeds on the front stretch. It's the final lap. No one's really near him. Second place, Joshua Michaels is quite a ways behind in second there. It's been a bit of an interesting race here with a lot of the leaders having issues there. Brock is in third. Just got to bring it home, William. Just don't do anything stupid. There's Longstocking in fourth. Here, fifth is all the way down here. I believe fifth is Thaber. That's going to be good for the Toyota points haul. And sixth is Vince Freeze, I believe. Maybe, maybe not. I'm sorry. I think the Marlon of Hirano somehow is in sixth with damage after a couple of incidents there. And now, here we go. Where is Dylan Speeds on the lead of this race? Speeds doesn't have long to go. And this is kind of what you need to do if you're Dylan Speeds. If you want us to remain a championship contender, you're quite a ways down on the points lead, but a lot of the points leaders didn't have great days. Noah Hart, for that matter, didn't. Catalan Sport needs to get back into the points game. They are right now in pre-qualifying, and Ingrid didn't do a whole lot for them. But Dylan Speeds is going to win this race, and we've thought it would be a clear one-car team the other way, but Catalan really hasn't performed to the ability that Speeds has. Around the track for the final time, Dylan Speeds comes through the final corner down here for the last time, and he is going to win here in Los Gatos, California. Dylan Speeds is the winner here at Golden State Motorsports Park. Great to see that. Second position is Joshua Michaels. Wow, that's a close battle there for lap cars there. That's for... They're not even fighting with each other. Third goes to William Brock. Let's take a look at your points leaving Golden State. Provided that there isn't any technical issues, because these cars still have to go through Room of Doom. Dylan Speeds is the victor today, with Joshua Michaels in second, William Brock in third, Pip Longstocking fourth, Takumi Arano fifth, Tyler Thaber sixth, Vince Freeze seventh, eighth goes to Nick Pericles, ninth goes to Zayden Davidson, 10th goes to Greg Woodard, 11th goes to Gretchen Faust, 12th to Anthony Griffith. He fell back quite a ways. Verschagen came from last to 13th. Great job, Jared Verschagen. 14th to Jesse Turner. 15th goes to Bethany Woodard. She really fell off the pace as the race went on. 16th to Lamas, 17th to Monaco, 18th to Roy, 19th to Aiden Shepard, one lap down, 20th to Jones, 21st to Tannehill, 22nd to Kelly, 23rd to Oskin, 24th to Fitzwater, and 25th to Ryan Matthews. Kiterman, Curtis, Silver Spoon, Fitzgerald, Miyazaki, Moore, Hadeland, Sanders, Griffin, Perkins, Pliskin, Anselmi, Hart, Kelvin, Holiday, Abbott, Ard, and Ard all will not score any points today here at Golden State. let's take a look at the points leaving the round of Golden State Motorsports Park. So there have been 59 drivers to score points. Noah Hart still has the point lead. He built up quite a big point lead at the American 700, so even after a DNF, Hart did get out of this race with the lead going into the round of Sonoma next week. Tyler Thaber, Vince Freeze on 536 and 533. Gretchen Faust on 527. Carol Abbott fell off the bandwagon there. And Bethany Woodard on 447. We're going to start seeing who these championship contenders really are going to be. Noah Hart's proving to be one of them, along with a couple other drivers. Nick Pericles, Ethan Moore, Cody Lamas, Dylan Speeds, Sean Ard, Greg Woodard. If you're getting down this place, we're not even halfway yet, but it's going to be hard to start clawing back some of that. Ryan Griffin, Bobby Jones, Zayden Davidson, Ryan Matthews, Takumi Hirano, Anthony Griffith, Lance Calvin, DJ Curtis, Austin Sanders, Aiden Shepard, Ayapo Anselmi. Hope Anselmi will be all right to race next week in Sonoma. Rich Roy, Eric Monaco, Sean Perkins, Russell Pliskin, same thing. Hope he'll be all right to race next week. Pip Longstocking, Ingrid Hadeland, Ethan Kiterman, Carter Fitzgerald, Julius Costra, Jared Vershagen, Kenny Myatt, Caitlin Tannerhill, Allison Holiday, Daniel Bouchard, Zachary Fitzwater, Joshua Michaels, Steven Thompson, Samit Oskin, Sevar Ilkin, Tony Elliott Sr., obviously not running much more for that team. William Brock just out with one race on 65 points out of Dormitory. Miyazaki, Berkman's also in there. Lester Wester, Kai Dry, Trek Tauger, Alex Rowe, Austin Silverspoon, Ty Silverspoon, Jesse Turner, Colin Wolf, Tim Randolph, Joe Coleman, Evan Byrne, Quinn Kelly, and then Dane Bradley is listed 60th because he did finish a race in the points but didn't get to keep it. So he is just kind of on the board as it is already. So he'll be sitting on 0 probably until ARCSOA has another one-off race approaching. Let's take a look at the Constructor Standings because the all-important pre-qualifying hangs in the balance. Unfortunately for Hadeland Sport, as you can see on the screen, even with that win, Ingrid Hadeland didn't do anything in the race. They do get closer, but they will have to go through pre-qualifying next week in Sonoma. Toyota Racing Development as lead is being cut into, as DNC is only a handful of points behind them in the Constructor Standings. Marlone now is in the 900s. With Ferrari at 860, they had a pretty poor race, especially with Noah Hart falling out, like Koya, Tesla. Silver Speed is really close to jumping Tesla. Nissan on 683, Team Thunder on 646, and Bradley on 619. Hadeland Sport is only a handful of points back on 593. Bradley's really got to start performing better. Roy Inc. On 510. If they have a miracle race, they'll be up there, but they still got a ways to go. Ford Performance Technology jumped a huge gap there, but they're going to need some really good results here too. Matthews is continuing to fall down the constructor standings despite them being quite quick. Pass down there on 399, Honda on 387, Mid-Atlantic on 280 or 278. Woo, not what I wanted to do there. 239 for Middle Deutschland Racing. Michelson on 188. Userrod on 150. They'd had none of their cars qualify for today. They were pretty slow, actually, in pre-qualifying. Landry Racing did a very good job getting 48 points, or getting 148 points so far. Fordale Enterprises on 121. 115 for Minervini. Blameless on 103. Caspian on 87, just on the back of Samit Oskin. ARCSOA America on 51, Horizon Autosport on 14, Kawartha Lakes on 10, and Peugeot on 0. Peugeot is, of course, another one-off team that has not done much of anything so far. They attempted here and didn't look very strong, to be honest with you. As stated earlier, the next race will be at the Sonoma Raceway in Sonoma, California. Last year we saw a very difficult race for a lot of drivers and teams. And there might be a 30th team joining the grid, so we'll see how that goes for next week. I'm not sure about that, but we will see you next week.